everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified for my upcoming video. It's all free. Thank you. Jesus didn't come to tell us the answers to the question of life. He came to be the answer. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how to make kathal sabji. Kathal is jackfruit in English, and here are the ingredients. In this karai I've got around 100 grams of oil. I've got 1 kilo of jackfruit here, and I'm going to add half a teaspoon of haldi, that's turmeric, and half a teaspoon of salt to it and keep it aside. And then for the rest of the ingredients, I've got 1 teaspoon of jeera, that's cumin seed, 2 green elaichi, that's green cardamom, 3 cloves, that's long, 1 dalchini, that's cinnamon stick, 2 whole red chilies, 1 bay leaf, and I've got 1 tablespoon of gram flour, that's besan, and I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of hing, that's asafoetida. I've got 2 large onions chopped. I've got 2 green chilies chopped, 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste I've got in here. And for the masalas, I've got 1.5 teaspoon of dhania powder and half a teaspoon of jeera powder. I've got 2 teaspoon of Kashmiri Mirch, and I've got half a teaspoon of hot chili powder. I've got 2 large tomatoes chopped here, 1 teaspoon of Garam Masala. We'll need coriander and salt to taste. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the jackfruit. First of all, you need to oil your hands and also oil the knife that you're going to use. And in India we've got a tree, jackfruit tree, and huge jackfruits come in there. But here in England I found it very difficult to find one, and when I did find it, I found this tiny little one. So, and that was the last one. So what I'm going to do is to this I'm going to add also a tin of jackfruit. So if you can't find the kathal, then, or if it's out of season, you can make it with tin jackfruit, but look for the raw tin jackfruit because there are 2 kinds, ripe and raw. So look for the green raw one. Okay, so I'm going to just take a nice sharp knife, cut like a ring, and then you need to take out the core. This is so tasty. It actually tastes like chicken when you cook it. And then you just cut off all the sides. So I'll show you one and then I can do the rest. You can turn it over and also cut the core out. Okay, and then just cut them into like inch size and then break them. So that's how they should look like, and you put them aside. And that's it, that you throw away. So I'm going to do the rest and then I'll show you how to make it. That's the kathal I've cut. That's the fresh one, and that's the tin one. You can see the fresh one gets brown very quickly, so you need to cut it quickly and start frying it. So I've got 1 tin of jackfruit, and the one less than, in total it's around 1 kilo. So now I'm going to quickly fry them. So as soon as your oil gets hot, I'm going to add the fresh one first. I'm going to do them in 2 batches, but if you're only making the raw one, then you put it all in one, or if you're only making the tin one, also put it in one. But I'm doing the raw one first. I'm going to fry it quickly for 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to take it out, and then I'll do that one only for 2 minutes, the tin one. Okay, in the hurry of frying it quickly because it was getting brown, I forgot to add the turmeric and the salt, so I'm going to add it now, and the rest I'm going to put it in the tin one. So it's still okay, keep frying it. Just taking out the raw one. I've been frying it for around 4 minutes. And then to the same oil, I'm going to add the tin one. And that you only need to fry for around 2 to 3 minutes because that's a little bit softer anyway. Now once your kathal is fried and kept aside, like I said, you don't have to mix the two, you just make it with one. It's just that the kathal was very tiny here, so I had to get a tin one as well. But if in India we just make it with the raw one, it's really tasty. And I've made the tin one as well on its own, it's also very tasty. So in the same oil, you're going to add the jeera now, the cumin seeds. And then few seconds later add the garam masala and the whole chili. And then I'm going to add the onions. Now fry the onions till they're golden in color. You can see my onions are starting to get golden, and now I'm going to add the hing. That's Asafoetida. And then few seconds later, after mixing it in the onions, I'm going to add the besan, the gram flour. That gives it a good flavor. You don't need to put a lot of besan. Like I said, just 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to add the green chilies, chopped green chilies, and fry that. And then I'm going to add the ginger garlic paste. Now put the gas on medium and fry the ginger garlic for 2 minutes till the rawness goes. After the ginger garlic, I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes. You can even grind the tomatoes if you want in the mixer and make it into pulp. And my gas is still on medium. So once you put the besan, you need to put it on medium, otherwise it starts to stick at the bottom. But the tomato juice will release all the besan that's stuck at the bottom. And now I'm going to add all the dry masala in here. And then a drop of water, like 2 or 3 tablespoons. Now you need to bhunjo this masala for at least 5 to 6 minutes on a medium flame. Now after your masala is bhunjo, see it's not sticking anymore and the tomatoes are nice and mushy. We're going to add the jackfruit. And about the jackfruit, when you cut it open, if it's yellow or orange inside, that means it's too ripe. So the sabji won't come very nice because it will be sweetish. So you need to look for the white one, that's the raw one. So I'm going to add all the jackfruit in here and all this lovely juices. And now's the time to add salt. Remember we put half a teaspoon of salt before, so maybe just another half a teaspoon. And fry this in the masala. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water because this is going to be on the dry side, so we don't need a lot of water. But I'm going to add a little bit of water. Find the lid to it. So just around 1/4 cup of water. And now keep the gas on medium. Little tiny drop of more. put this on the back burner so the flame is not too high. Put the lid on and now let this cook to between 7 to 8 minutes. My kathal has been cooking on the back burner for around 7 to 8 minutes and I've just brought it to the front now. And now I'm going to put the gas a bit higher because now whatever liquid's there in there, we need to fry it. But before that I'm going to add the Garam Masala. And now put the gas high. And now fry this for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Now I've fried it with the Garam Masala. You can see it's like on the drier side now and still got a little bit gravy attached to it, the masala attached to it. So I'm going to put the gas down now and add coriander in it. Oops. And then I'm going to stir the coriander in there without trying not to break the kathal. And I'm going to put the gas off now and let it rest for a few minutes before we serve it. That's our jackfruit ready. It really smells delicious. And just before you serve it, you can garnish it with a little bit more coriander. And that's it, ready to eat. You saw how quick and easy this was to make, especially if you're making it with the tin jackfruit. And this goes very well with parathas or with dal and rice. So try it and make it and write on your comments what you think about it. And please share my link with your family and friends. And I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you His peace.